Good morning. This is the fourth day, which is a Thursday. I hope you're not finding these too boring. Really, mostly for my own amusement, it keeps me from wandering the streets at night. Instead, I'm having fun making these little films. I'm back today. This morning, I'm going to see that rather spooky southern gentleman, Glenn Turner, who's going to make he's making the prosthesis. I think he's going to do a trial fitting of it. I'm not really looking forward to it because basically what he's trying to do is plug a hole in the back of my soft palate. So I'll sort of shove something right back to the back of my throat, which make your own gags up here. I'm going to go and see him, then a bit more swallowing, and I'll try and see if there's anything amusing to show you along the way. Bye. Okay, this is the other day's mold.
Alright, and we did an outline of where we thought the defect was.
I see.
This is a surgical flap, this is the area on one side, and there's an opening that goes up high in that area.
I see.
And so I built a prosthesis to cover that, and what we're going to do is to take some of our soft wax, soften this wax in the water bath, and put it on top and get it to flow up into the area to try to make a plug, the same kind of plug that Dr. Crary talked about yesterday.
I see.
All right, so that's what we're about today.
That's the plan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Turner.
All right.
So, Dr. Turner, whose bedside manner leaves quite a lot to be desired. He's one of these doctors who sees, I think, the patient as a problem to be overcome, which is fine. He's gone off to trim the thing. It's pretty nasty because he's trying to shove it in. My mouth doesn't open very wide, which makes it a bit tricky. He's gone to sort of adjust it, and it's rather sort of medieval in here. Look at his equipment. The only Bunsen burner I've ever seen outside a classroom. I don't know what that is. There's that wax thing. So, a bit scary, really. So, we'll see what happens next. Okay.
To put here and place to make a mold underneath. And then, and then it sets up hard like this. Alright, that made us the mold of how your throat is.
Right.
Alright, and you can see just a corner of the red material showing through.
Yeah.
Alright, then you could feel contact and there was pressure, so I shaved it back. And I put this white wax over it, which when it's in the mouth, your body temperature will shape the wax.
I see, so it molds itself to the hole.
Right. So what we're going to do, alright, so we've done that for a preliminary time of 5 minutes. We're going to go back in place now and do that longer because it takes a little while to do to get a better shape. And then we're going to use that shape as the plug here.
Right.
Then what we're going to need to do with Dr. Crary is have him look through with the scope and decide where we need to add more to it.
I see. So he'll look at that with the endoscope down through the nose and see exactly what's happening.
And I'll be there with him to add to it and make changes like we're doing here.
Okay, so that's the fine-tuning process.
That's right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
So that was interesting. I was just thinking, Dr. Turner is such a dry old stick, a bit like an undertaker, not a smile, and one of these doctors who doesn't really like people or his patients very much. And then as I was leaving, having had quite a pleasant time with it, he gave me this very gentle little sort of pat on the back and said something nice to me. So it was rather sweet, and so I sort of changed my mind about him. Bye. Right. So after the experience of Dr. Turner, I'm straight up to eating class. With Giselle, who's a little bit more smiley than Dr. Turner, a little bit more of a friendly type. Today's menu
Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo, look at that, it's got bits of chicken and bits of pasta. We're moving on.
Now, we're going to cut up the pieces of chicken just a little because they can be a bit challenging, but they're incredibly soft because they're steamed.
They're steamed, and I don't know when they last saw the actual chicken, if they ever clucked at all. But there it is, and look, there's some other things on the table as well.
Things we've done before, because we can eat anything below what we've already tried.
Okay, so the threshold is rising. I'm going to give it a go, and I'll speak to you later. So I'm back in my hotel now after a full day, and I just wanted to share how I'm feeling after more or less the first week of this. And it's a feeling of real optimism. I mean, I'm astonished, to be honest, how much progress I've made in the first 5 days or so. You know, I'm actually eating substantial amounts of food. I mean, today at lunchtime I had a meal. I had enough of a meal to qualify as, you know, anybody's lunch. A bowl of pasta, I had a banana and I had a yogurt. And so for the first time, really, I've allowed myself to actually believe that I'm going to eat normally, or relatively normally again. And it's an amazing feeling. I had to not allow myself really to be too optimistic about that, and I certainly didn't let myself think coming here I was going to, you know, this is going to be the big cure. I hoped that it would help, but now I see it's helping already, and I still have 2 more weeks of work ahead, and it's bearing fruit already. So what I'm saying is get ready to take me out to lunch, because I'm going to be scoffing like mad when I get back, and looking for companions to enjoy eating with. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. It's been another good day. This weekend I'm going off to stay with Tom and Emily, Ashley, my niece and nephew, in Boulder for the weekend. So I'm really excited about that, and have a weekend off hospitals and hospital dwellers and their particular ways, and to be with normal people again for a while and a change of scene, which would be great. So I'll send some more as soon as I have anything more interesting to show you. So bye for now.